So hi, and today um, we left off at the third part when we made it and post information that something is posted on the next page, and now we'll want to post this information inside our database so we know which people have entered their names. I'm using a easy PHP server on my computer. It's not designed for making web servers or hosting a web servers. I suggest you use Ubuntu web server, but it's very difficult if you are a complete beginner. But if you want to know how to do that, you can just write me and I will make a tutorial how to do it. And right now I'm using a MySQL database with PHP If you download Easy PHP on the internet, it's a freeware. You can simply use this, and it has all integrated functions for you to start learning and start making your web pages. So to insert information in database, we first need to have a database. So that's why we're using PHP but you can also make some PHP to document some information and it will serve you as well, but it will be more difficult. Here it's more secure and more easy user friendly. Before I was trying to make something here and the database, it was not creating anything, so I thought what's the problem? And so we've been using names, and instead of pressing create button, I don't know why it's not working, we just press enter. And now we have database which called names. And entering names, it's like a folder, we have no tables inside, so it's like an Excel table. So we use names again, and I'll be using two. Okay, so something is wrong. Just stretch this out a bit. Okay, it's in the window. Uh, you always need first column to be ID, and type init means numbers, and numbers linked to values, how large numbers. So like 3 is hundreds, 4 is thousands, 5 is 10,000, I don't know how millions is this. And the name, you should have a name, it's not a number, it's a variable. It's like a varchar, and just, I don't know, some 100. It's a hard name, long hard name. It's not a timestamp. It's UTF-8. So if you're Russians or Latvians or Chinese, you should use UTF-8 Unicode. Alright, so auto increment, you should always use it for ID because you don't. ID is very important in any dipole which you make, where you make ID is very important because it will, the information will have ID number. So if you have the same names, they will be always identified by ID. So use auto increment and attributes. This is a completely different interface that I've been using before. Okay, so it's a primary ID. So there will never be duplicates, and it's a primary key, and it will always increase. So there will no duplicates, and it will always be a big number which will be increasing. So we always know how many people will show after the number of IDs. Alright, so save. So we have a table of names, we have ID, we have name, and we cannot browse information because we don't have any information inserted in there. So we now need to make a PHP code that inserts a name inside this table. The program will make like an Excel field with ID and name and just go down. So to make such code, remember the order of PHP has to be. I would suggest that always connection code is the first one. So MySQL connect to where user to password. So the where to connect is localhost. So this means that the same machine will connect with the machine it's using. So this computer will connect to this computer. Password by default is always, I mean not password, user is root, and I think I don't have any password, so I don't write anything here. And always and every time MySQL select DB. select database, and database we made is names. So this is the folder where all tables are inside. So if you're using a multiple server system, all users will make their own databases, but for any web page they will have their own database. So I will make unique always selected. Alright, so I'm not sure whether we connected to the database because I didn't test it yet, but I believe we did. So next thing is to get information which will be inserting in database. So for this we use if there was submit button pressed, then we need to write the code. Let's write insert into DB information. So now we need to write the code. MySQL query. That means that MySQL database should do something. And let's insert some values. Insert into where. So this is the database. This is the code. Insert into, and this is the name in which table we want to insert something. So now we need to check. The database is names and the table is names. So the folder which we selected is names, and we're going to insert some values into a table that's called also names. Alright, so names is values. There were, as we remember, an ID field and name field. So only two fields. If you have 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, you can use them as you want. So ID, you leave it empty because the program will automatically, the PHP server will automatically insert it. But you need to post the name, and you just copy out this and copy inside here. Remember, this is in double quotes, this is in one quote, single quote. So it will echo out the name because this is in double quotes. If this is in a single quote and these will be in double quotes, the code will just break and it will not echo out anything, not insert anything. So let's save it and let's see what's happening. Just refresh. Alright, something happened. Not Loha. Alright, so we posted 3 values. Let's see what do we have. Alright, we have 3 values in our web, in our server. So ID is 1, 2, 3, and name is Loha Mat and you can delete it if you want. So it will offer yes or no. So you didn't see the yes or no, I saw it. It's on the right side. But you have information in your database. So congratulations. You have posted some information in your database. So see you on next tutorials when we will echo out information. And thank you for watching and see you soon.